Well, I decided to go for a little walk with y'all today and just share a quick thought I had. You know, the quality of a business leader's value to an organization really comes down to one thing, and that is the quality of the decisions that that business leader makes. So if you own a business or you run a business, it's really important that you make good decisions. So, well, how do you make good decisions? A lot of times we just get lucky. You know, you have two good things that you're considering, and one of them's not necessarily bad, one's not great, but you just have to make a decision, and you run with the one that you choose and make the best of it. And honestly, nobody ever really knows if the other one would have been better, right? Because you didn't take that one. But there's another level that decision making operates on, and it's really important as a business leader that you begin to be able to define these two different things. And the sooner you can do that, and the better you can do that, the more likely you are to consistently make good decisions that are in the best interest of your business. And so as an individual, whenever we're faced with having to make a choice, most of the time we're trying to think through the logic of it and through our gut reaction to it and to discern through that, and we hear counsel and guidance and those kind of things. Well, what I've seen as I talk to business leaders is that sometimes they really have trouble distinguishing, and this is the key, distinguishing between what's in the best interest of the business and what's in the best interest of the leader, or rather what feels right for the decision maker versus necessarily what is right for the business itself. And so I want to encourage you that you take a little bit of time, and next time you're facing a big decision, that what you do is you stop and you consider these couple of dynamics. Number one is that most of us are pushed and pulled as leaders. So there are things that we value, things that line up with what's really super important to us as individuals. And oftentimes when that presents itself in a business situation, that feels right, but it's not necessarily because it's right for the business, it's because it would be right for us, to where we would just automatically say, oh, that's a good idea. For example, let's say that you are by nature someone who's pretty cost conscious. And so when the business has an opportunity to save money, you say, okay, well that makes sense. We need to save money, we need to cut costs here. Well, it may not be the best decision for your business. In fact, as we go through economic downturns and things like we're dealing with right now, a lot of times people cut back on advertising, and larger corporations cut back on research and development issues. And while that seems like a good thing to do when times are tight, it's actually one of those things that for your long-term success isn't a great decision as a business leader, not automatically. But for you, if that's kind of how you handle things, holy cow, my hair's blowing all over the place. Maybe I need to walk this other direction, go back over here. If that's automatically something that you value, being very cost conscious, saving money wherever possible, then you might automatically default to that because it's something that you value. So you've got to know your values, what's important to you. Write those down and make sure that you spot those when they emerge. One of the other things is that we make values based upon not just what we value, but what we fear. And so as a leader, if you are maybe a little bit risk averse personally, then when your business has an opportunity to step out and take a little bit of risk, your initial reaction may be, well, we don't want to take that risk. And it's not necessarily because it's a bad thing for your business, it's just that that's not how you're wired. And so you may pass up on a great opportunity simply because you're personally risk averse, when the reality may be that risk that your business took could have been the thing that really opened up a new avenue and new sources and streams of income. So that could have been the exact right thing to do. So the key thing that you as a business leader need to be able to do is, number one, is distinguish between how it's affecting you as an individual in making a decision. Is this something I fear or something I value, or is it in the best interest of the decision of the business? So is it a good decision for me, or is it a good decision for the business? And if it's just you as a business leader, that gets really hard because you see yourself in the business kind of as one. So I just want to encourage you with that, because the value of you as a business leader depends on the quality of the decisions that you make, because that's what leaders do. They make the decisions that drive the business. So consider that. What do you value? What do you fear? How do those things impact the way you make decisions? And the next time you're faced with a really big decision, ask yourself, is this in the best interest of the decision, or do I just feel like it's right for me personally, and maybe we need to do something else for the business? If you'd like to learn more about these, go a little bit deeper. This is just the tip of the iceberg on these type of topics. I'm starting some private Facebook groups. you can DM me or jump down in the comments and let me know that you're in. And as I get that up and going, I'll be glad to include you, and we'll go deeper into this and other things to help you grow as an individual and as a business leader.